Hare Krishna, dear devotees, my humble obeisances to you all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you all for joining His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj's daily class. Today we are very happy to invite Her Grace Savitri Mataji to give class for all of us, and we are continuing Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 17th chapter, verse number 35. Hare Krishna Mataji, my humble obeisances to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your time and association for all of us, Mataji. You can please take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to read the Shastra and share it. Om Jnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyam Dadati Svapadantam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sadhana Raghunatham Vitam Prasati Sadvaitam Savdhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Nitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanu Devi Pranamami Hari Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are now reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 17, text number 35. Sutta Vacha Parikshita ivam adishta sakalir jata vepathu tam udyatasim ahedam dandapanim ivodyatam. Sutta uvacha Parikshita ivam adishta sakalir jata vepathu tam udyatasim ahedam dandapani ivodyatam. Sutta uvacha Parikshitaivam adishta sakalir jata vepathu tam udyatasim ahedam dandapani ivodyatam. Word for word meaning. Sutta uvacha, Sri Sutta Goswami said, Parikshita by Maharaj Parikshit. Evam, thus, Adishta, being ordered, Sa, he, Kalihi, the personality of Kali, Jata, there was, Bipathuhu, trembling, Tam, him, Udyata, raised, Asim, sword, Aha, said, Idam, thus, Dandapani, Yamraj, the personality of Eva, like, Udyatam, almost ready. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Sutta Goswami said, the personality of Kali thus being ordered by Maharaj Parikshit, began to tremble in fear. Seeing the king before him like Yamaraj, ready to kill him, Kali spoke to the king as follows. Purport. The king was ready to kill the personality of Kali at once, as soon as he disobeyed his order. Otherwise, the king had no objection to allowing him to prolong his life. The personality of Kali also, after attempting to get rid of the punishment in various ways, decided that he must surrender unto him. And thus he began to tremble in fear of his life. The king or the executive head must be so strong as to stand before the personality of Kali, like the personality of death, Yamraj. The king's order must be obeyed, otherwise the culprit's life is in risk. That is the way to rule the personalities of Kali, who create disturbance in the normal life of the state citizen. So we are still in the chapter 17, reward and punishment to Kali by Maharaj Parikshit. So here we understand Sutta Goswami is describing that as Maharaj Parikshit was ready to kill the personality of Kali Yuga, and in the text 31 he says, so out of fear of life, Kali Yuga decided to surrender himself unto the lotus feet of Maharaj Parikshit. That we understand in text 31. The king thus said, we have inherited the fame of Arjuna. Therefore, since you have surrendered yourself with folded hands, you need not to fear for your life, but you cannot remain in my kingdom, for you are the friend of irreligion. Actually, before that, we know that by the pathetic situation of dharma in Mother Bhumi, Maharaj Kali was searching the culprit who caused this trouble. Then he found a Shudra, low-class man dressed in as a royal king, was doing these atrocities towards the innocent animals, bull and cow. So he recognized, Maharaj Parikshit recognized that that person was the age of Kali. So Kali also said that. See, immediately he wanted to kill him. He took out the sword and stood before him like Yamaraj, who takes away our lives. So he was like that, as fearsome and as strong, determined, like Yamaraj. Yamaraj, we know, is the Chief Justice. He gives us the judgment for our sinful activities and he punishes us. So Maharaj Parikshit was like the Yamaraj, the king of death before age of Kali. So Kali was very cunning. To save his life, he immediately fell at the feet of Maharaj Parikshit and begged his shelter, taking shelter of Maharaj Parikshit. So in one point we understand that Kali was empowered by the time. It was time's arrangement or Krishna's arrangement that Kali Yuga will begin. and will rule in this age and create so many disturbances in human society by pushing everyone, encouraging everyone to act sinfully, to have degraded way of life. In the Kali Yuga, we know people do not have any fear to act sinfully. Acting acting sinfully is very common and easy nowadays. But remain very truthful, honest, and pious, and as a devotee is not easy in Kali Yuga, because the Kali Yuga is creating so much disturbances for our to progress in spiritual life. Spiritual life is not so important in Kali Yuga for the mass people. There is some other, we hear that Srila Prabhupada gave us the purport of 35. We have to understand a little bit about it. That the king was ready to kill the personality of Kali at once as soon as he disobeyed the order. So the king is very strong in spiritual realization. He is the representative of Krishna or God. God invests a special protective power, ruling power in a king for the protection of the citizens of the country and to punish the miscreants on behalf of the Supreme Lord. So a king must be a devotee at the same time to represent the Supreme Lord. So therefore, to disobey the order of the king is the disobeying the order of the Supreme Lord. Because he, moreover, in other yugas, kings were also had that sacred duty to see the citizens are spiritually elevating themselves by following religious principle nice. But in Kali Yuga, that kind of kings are not existing. Whole system has been disarrayed or disturbed. So qualified, bona fide kings, representatives of Krishna, are not visible now. The unqualified, degraded people are now in the power as the administrators, and they are destroying human lives. They are distracting the human's attention from remembering Krishna or God, devotion to Krishna, to more and more into sense enjoyment. Actually, this is also known as, in how to say, very beautiful term was there. Means it's also a crime actually. It's a big organized crime to take away humans' attention from being devoted to the Supreme, remembering the Supreme Lord, and bringing that attention to so many nonsense simple activities. And more government is giving permission for the places where for selling wine or for selling meat and other things, brothels. So the citizens are encouraged actually, directly or indirectly, to indulge in sinful activities and be degraded more and more to the animalistic way of life. So they are no more representing the Supreme Lord anymore in the society. So therefore, dissolving king is as good as disobeying the Supreme Lord. But now story is different. Otherwise, the king had no objection to allowing him to prolong his life. Well, as we know, Parikshit Maharaj, when he was in the womb of mother Uttara, his mother Uttara, he had the darshan of Krishna. Krishna protected him while he was attacked by Brahmastra, by Ashwatthama. And Uttara, mother Uttara, wanted and prayed for the protection of baby Parikshit within the womb. So Lord protected him. And since then, his name became Vishnuratha. And Lord Krishna had special compassion, mercy, and love for Maharaj Parikshit before even his birth. So Maharaj Parikshit was very qualified emperor of the whole planet. And the king had the two major responsibilities to see that everyone is progressing spiritually, and on the other hand, who are disturbing the society, who are the miscreants, trying to degrade the people's consciousness, are to be punished severely. So those things. So by seeing him, after attempting to get rid of the punishment in various ways, decided that he must surrender unto him. So thus he began to tremble in fear of his life. So out of fear, he did it. Also, on the other hand, he was empowered or sent by Krishna. This Kali Yuga. Krishna knows how to implement his will. You know, we may think that Maharaj Parikshit was not allowing the Kali Yuga to work for his work at this time. But Krishna could have found some other way. Just like Arjuna did not want to fight. But Krishna would have found some other person, some other way to fulfill his plan. So Krishna is omnipotent. He knows how to implement his plans. But who are very intelligent, they agree with Krishna and accept his order, right? So Maharaj Parikshit also understood this point, that this time that Kali has arrived due to the plan of Lord Krishna. Otherwise, these things would not have happened, because he already seen some of the symptoms of arriving Kali Yuga. Kali is fully present now here, and he is now increasing his territory all over the planet or all over the universe. And he has already entered into the consciousness minds of all living beings, especially the human beings. First, he already, Kali is decreasing our span of life, our strength of body, right? And our strength of mind also. And capturing our consciousness, the Kali Yuga is trying to engage us in adharma, irreligiosity. This is the age of irreligion. This is the age is known as quarrel and hypocrisy. These things are very prominent at this age. We also can perceive the presence of Kali when our mind is full of enviousness, jealousy, anger, greed, desire for name and fame, not to become the surrendered soul to Krishna or God. These are the symptoms already within us. So it is very difficult if we are not understanding the other part of the Kali Yuga is that Lord Chaitanya appeared to save us and to give us the way, the means to reach our human perfection, the destination, uh, the spiritual world, and to achieve pure love of Godhead. So side by side, two things are going on. One thing is Kali's influence, Kali Yuga's influence upon us. At the same time, full facilities given by the same Supreme Lord, how to get rid of the influence of Kali Yuga and achieve the perfection of life. It's up to us to make the choice and not to be disturbed by the influence of Kali. We must observe ourselves how Kali's influence are acting upon us. If we're not serious about chanting, if we're not serious about studying the scriptures, associating with the elevated devotees, and eagerness to achieve the goal of life, inclination, determination to achieve success in our lives as human being, achieving Krishna Prem and going back to Godhead, then that means we are already under the influence of Maya. You may say that it is also Maya or Kali Yuga. Yes, both are now acting on us. We are already in the material nature, and we are within the material nature. At the same time, Kali Yuga acting upon us. So it's double problem. A solution is so powerful. We have to think about the solution part, or we have to be on the positive platform. Despite of these things, the impediments, hardship, how can we achieve the success in human life? Because that for that reason, we have to be very courageous, very strong, and truthful, and honest devotees. We have to develop these qualities, which is already within us. As we know, we have three kinds of bodies. One is gross body and subtle body, another body is spiritual body. The more and more we take side of dharma or Krishna, the more and more we implement the principles of religion, then so more and more we make the spiritual body strong, which is suitable for going back to Godhead, which is suitable for being engaged in the devotional service for Lord constantly, which is suitable to develop spontaneous, loving relationship with Krishna. The ecstatic love for Krishna is very wonderfully achieved by the soul. So if we become vigilant, what kind of life I want, then we understand very well the spiritual life, transcendental life is our. So as we know, in this Kali Yuga, only 538 years before, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared with this purpose. Although on one hand, by his order, Kali Yuga is here and influencing us, acting upon us, giving us so much problems, troubles, bewildering us. People are confused about dharma, adharma, duty, And we are hearing that people's lives are topsy-turvy, always disturbed, life is short. And there's no peace in the heart. Actually, craziness and madness are going all around us. We are seeing, hearing how degraded people's consciousness are. Only solution is the spiritual knowledge to be distributed along with the holy name. That is Mahaprabhu's mission. Mahaprabhu appeared to change the course of Kali Yuga's influence upon humans' consciousness. Whoever is eager to accept Mahaprabhu's mercy, then they will experience these benefits. And this is our duty as a devotee to make Mahaprabhu known to everyone. Because half of the world, or 3/4 of the world, not the population, or 3/4 of the world do not know Mahaprabhu yet. Although ISKCON is doing such a great service to the humankind, still we need more. Even in India, not everyone knows about Mahaprabhu and his great compassion, benefit for us. Very targeted type of benefit. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, surrender unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, follow the rules and regulations, make your life very pure, make your consciousness, mind pure, surrender unto Krishna, surrender unto Mahaprabhu, and you will be saved. And you will be given the love of Krishna. Already in the form of holy name, the love of Krishna, he has given to us. And at the end, we'll go back home, back to Godhead. Shastra says, whoever accepting Mahaprabhu, they're already liberated person. Who are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by the mercy of Mahamantra, already they're liberated. Liberated means the bondage is already finished. Now make positive progress towards the spiritual goal. Right? Otherwise, the human beings are already bound up so tightly, they would not even able to understand who is God. Why should I surrender ourselves to Krishna? They might think still that no. Nobody can help me, but my friends can help. God cannot help me, but my friends. Confused. And also, most of the human beings do not know that they are suffering so severely. They should not, there's no need to suffer. This point, we do not grasp it. There's no need to suffer here. There is a way out. There is a process that we can experience constant bliss internally that Mahaprabhu wanted to experience, wanted us to experience. So the solution number one is understanding Mahaprabhu's mission, his gift, and his compassion, mercy. Process is so feasible, so effective, very targeted, very aim-oriented, means chant Hare Krishna. Do not neglect chanting, both in quality and quantity. We should not neglect, because this is the highest means, topmost means for going back home, back to God, transferring ourselves to the spiritual world, and also achieving love. And we understand by the mercy of Mahaprabhu about our own identity, that we are spiritual part and parcel of Krishna, an eternal servant of Krishna. Service is our occupational duty, constitutional occupational duty. is service to Krishna. Means this Kali Yuga is the yuga for surrendering ourselves totally unto Lord Krishna, unto Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the holy name. This is the age. And some of the verses I was reading in Srimad Bhagavatam about the Kali Yuga Dharma, that from other scriptures also we know, like Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kali Yuga Dharma hai, Kali Yuga Dharma hai, Nam Sankirtana, Atodarte Avatirno Sri Sachi Nandana. This Yuga Dharma specially meant for Kali Yuga people, us. What is Nam Sankirtana? What name? Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam. Kalau Nastyeva Gatir Anyatha. Yuga Dharma is Hare Nam. And in Kali Yuga, there are no other way to progress spiritually. No gati. We cannot attain our destination. Atod Arthe Avatirno Sri Sachinandan. For this purpose, Sri Sachinandan, darling son of Mother Shachi, appeared to make us aware that there is a way out. Please follow me. I'm here to take you back to the spiritual world. I'm here. While you are here, you experience the love of Godhead. I have a great gift to give you. Love of Godhead. Love of Godhead means our attachment for Krishna. We understand our relationship with Krishna and we dedicate ourselves into that relationship. And we understand without Krishna, there's no person in the world as our own. No one is our own. It's impossible. Either death or some other reasons will separate us. Here we may think my family is my own, country is my own. They will help. Actually, no one can help. Only Krishna is our own. Mahaprabhu is our own. Holy name is our own. Our mother, father, our spiritual master, our beloved, our friend, our deliverer, our shelter. Everything is Krishna. Everything is the holy name. So side by side, if we understand problem is in this side, solution is that side, so go to the other side where the solution is. So we understood there were a few points. Like, point is in Kali Yuga, how to become free from the influence of Kali Yuga, which is degrading us, which degrades everyone. At the same time, how to achieve the highest benefit in human life. Right? So I found some of the verses in Canto 11, Narada's teachings to Vasudev, in text 31. Narada Muni is speaking, 11 Canto, chapter 5, text 31. Narada Muni is speaking, O king, in this way, people in Dwapar Yuga glorified the Lord of the universe. In Kali Yuga, also people worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead by following various regulations of the revealed scriptures. Now, kindly hear of this from me. Chapter 5, 31.
Chapter 5, 31. Yes, Mataji.
So, as we know, Navayogendras were seeing Maharaj Nimi, and here also Narada Muni seeing Vasudev. There, so Narada Muni is narrating the story that there's a specific dharma in Kali Yuga, and specific deity of worship. Who is the specific deity? The presiding deity, you may say, is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Specific deity, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Radha Krishna combined. Worship, the process of worship, Nam Sankirtan. So that's the next verse, 32. 11 Canto, chapter 5, 32. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangha Pangastra Parshadam Yajñai Sankirtana Prayir Yajanti Hisu Medhasaha. Very famous verse. But we have to contemplate this, on this. Always keep in the heart. What is the translation? In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna, although his complexion is not blackish. He is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. So we understand other points, but generally we don't understand what are the weapons of Mahaprabhu. His beauty is the weapon. Also, sometimes we hear the holy name is also act as a weapon to cut through the bondage in our lives, which we are bound up from time immemorial by the samsara chakra. And this chakra with chakra may will of holy name also cut that, and this chakra means birth, death, old age, and diseases, and karma bandhan, papa bandhan, punya bandhan. These are all bondage. Punya karma is also bandhan, papa karma is bandhan, and janma mrityu jara vyadhi all are bandhan. All sorts of bandhan is cut by the chanting of the holy name. So by accepting the form of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu in the heart, placing Krishna in the heart, Radha Krishna in the heart, Mahaprabhu in the heart, and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra with devotion, faith and devotion, in a surrendered mood, in a very helpless mood, that without your mercy, I cannot be saved or protected. I'm yours and you are mine. I do not have anyone in my life except you and your mercy. Please come in my heart, stay in my heart, and please give me your strength so I can continue my devotional service purely, namely chanting, being surrendered, being humbled, being very respectful to others, giving up all sorts of bad qualities, like we all know, lust, anger, greed, madness, envy, jealousy, anger, also desire for name and fame, saying, being untruthful, being dishonest, being very harsh, deceitful, being very manipulative, taking advantage of others and to lord it over others. These things are going on, and these things are here in the heart. By the mercy of Krishna, or by inviting Krishna in the heart, by his help, these things will go away. On our own power, we cannot get rid of. On our own, even bhakti, we cannot attain success. We cannot attain our success. By seeing our very humble situation, means helpless situation, surrendered situation, Krishna comes merciful. And mercifully he raises us. We should not forget about this. And then beautiful, beautiful purports are there. 33, same chapter. My dear Lord, you are the Mahapurusha. Let me chant the verse also. Beautiful. Dayam sada pari bhavagnam abhishtadoham tirthaspadam shiva pirinchinutam sharanyam vrityartiham pranatapala bhavabdipotam bande mahapurushate charanarvindam. My dear Lord, you are the Mahapurusha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I worship your lotus feet, which are the only eternal object of meditation, except like that, eternal object. Those feet destroy the embarrassing conditions of material life and freely award the greatest desire of the soul, the attainment of pure love of Godhead. These verses we should read every day to remind us what is my goal and how to achieve it. Both things, not to forget and pursue with one pointed attention, undivided mind, undivided attention, with determination, enthusiasm, and patience. My dear Lord, your lotus feet are the shelter of all holy places and of all saintly authorities in the line of devotional service and are honored by powerful demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. My Lord, you are so kind that you willingly protect all those who simply bow down to you with respect. And thus you mercifully relieve all the distress of your servants. In conclusion, my Lord, your lotus feet are actually the suitable boat for crossing over the ocean of birth and death. And therefore, even Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva seek shelter at your lotus feet. So we should not give up the shelter of Krishna for even 1 second, thinking I can be, independent of Krishna. I can take care of this, I can take care of that. No, sir. Always stay under the protection of Krishna. If Krishna allows me, then I can do it. If Krishna makes me do it, then I can have it. This kind of mood we should develop, always dependent upon the mercy of Krishna. Means practically we have to act in our lives. Then 34, translation. O Mahapurusha, I worship your lotus feet. You gave up the association of the goddess of fortune and all her opulence, which is most difficult to renounce and is hankered after by even the great demigods. Being the most faithful follower of the path of religion, you thus left for the forest in obedience to a Brahman's curse. Out of sheer mercifulness, you chased after the fallen, conditioned souls who are always in pursuit of the false enjoyment of illusion and at the same time engaged in searching out your own desired object, Lord Shyamasundar. Who Lord Krishna's Lord Krishna is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Still, the mood is different. Lord Krishna's mood is, I'm the Supreme Personality of God, a Supreme Enjoyer. And Mahaprabhu's mood is, I'm the servant of the Supreme Lord. Always searching after Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Is he in my mind? Not. Is he in my heart? Or where is Krishna? Means searching about Krishna. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Feeling separation of Krishna means this. Where is Krishna? I have not achieved Krishna yet. Where can I find Krishna? Searching, finding Krishna. Another type of, you can say, hankering or even say disturbance is there. It is not disturbance at all, but a kind of in this world, just like we see if someone is that in peaceful situation, he will be searching something all the time, like where is money, where is money, where is money. But devotees also have that kind of mentality, but it is completely transcendental, a pure devotion service. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where can I find Krishna? Mahaprabhu showed, and at the same time chanting. Means I don't have a drop of love for Krishna. This kind of pathetic feelings are always there in the heart of a devotee. I have not done anything nice for Krishna yet. I have not done anything good for Krishna which will please him. I don't know when I can make Krishna very proud of me. Like that, this kind of dissatisfaction is also there in the hearts of Krishna. And that is known as pure devotion service. It comes. And they chant more. Maybe in the name I can find Krishna. Maybe in the scripture I can find Krishna. Maybe in the association of Krishna I will find Krishna. Association of the devotees I can find. Actually, we find Krishna. In the association of the devotees, in the scriptures, in the purports of Srila Prabhupada, in the holy name, we find Krishna. When we worship the deity of Krishna, we find Krishna, we achieve Krishna. This moment, the devotees think, I have achieved Krishna, I've obtained Krishna. Next moment, so no, I've lost Krishna. Where is Krishna? I have lost Krishna. Krishna left me here alone. Then again, the devotees start searching Krishna. Separation and union together in this way, always going on. So, and 35, translation. Thus, O King, the Supreme Lord Hari is the giver of all desirable benefits of life. Intelligent human beings worship the particular forms and names that the Lord manifests in different ages. 36. Kali Sabha Jayantyarya Gunagya Sarabhagina Yatra Sankirtane Neva Sarva Swartha Vilabhyate. Those who are actually advanced in knowledge are able to appreciate the essential value of this age of Kali. Such enlightened persons worship Kali Yuga because of this fallen age. Because in this fallen age, all perfection of life can easily be achieved by the performance of Sankirtan. See, the Bhagavatam emphatically speaking about it. See, up to 8 cantos, we read about the different incarnations of Krishna and the wonderful glories. And in the 9th canto, we hear about Ramayana, Rama's appearance. In the 10th canto, we hear about Lord Krishna. And in the 11th canto, we hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have to wait until the 11th canto to understand Mahaprabhu and his mercy. And so wonderfully, Narada Muni is speaking to the father of Krishna, Vasudeva, this truth. As Navayogendra is also speaking the same point to King Janak Nimi, Maharaj Nimi. So 36 beautiful says, 37. Indeed, there is no higher possible gain for embodied souls forced to wander throughout the material world than the Supreme Lord's Sankirtana movement, by which one can attain the supreme peace and free oneself from the cycle of repeated birth and death. So we must understand this point. If we are taking up the Sankirtan and Nama Japa, chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna mentioned. Yajnanam japa yagnosmi. In all types of yajna, I am the japa yajna. So this Nama Sankirtan, we just sit in the Sankirtan, participate in the Sankirtan, hear about Nam Sankirtan, and also say Nam or chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra verbally or mentally or internally. Who are very introspective devotees, they internally chant, incessant, antarmukhi, who are always inward, right? Whose mind is always inward, consciousness always inward. They continuously chant wherever they are. So that means already you are in the liberated stage. We don't have to worry about liberation, but must progress positively towards the love of God and towards the spiritual world with full enthusiasm and energy, with full speed. We must progress towards our life's goal. Sankirtan means this point says, indeed, there is no higher possible gain for embodied souls forced to wander throughout the material world than the Supreme Lord's Sankirtan movement. It is the prime benediction for the whole human society, by which we can attain the supreme peace and free oneself from the cycle of repeated birth and death. So, one more 38 to 40, what's the time now? Okay. So 38 to 40, translation. My dear king, the inhabitants of Satya Yuga and other ages eagerly desire to take birth in this age of Kali. Since in this age there will be many devotees of the Supreme Lord Narayana. These devotees will appear in various places, but will be especially numerous in South India. O Master of men, in the age of Kali, those persons who drink the waters of the holy rivers of Dravida Desha, such as the Tamraparni, Kritamala, Payasvini, the extremely pious Kaveri, and the Prachiti Mahanadi. Pratichi Mahanadi, will almost all the pure-hearted devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva. So in Vrindavan Dham also these rivers are there. Also in Navadi Dham also these rivers are there. All the benefits are already there. We should not think that if we are not going to South India or if we're not born in South India, then maybe we are not going to get the benefit. It's not. By the arrangement of Krishna in this age, Mahaprabhu came, especially about the Sankirtan movement, the value of having chance to join in ISKCON and being exposed to these beautiful opportunities, knowledge, and good fortune. We must be very, very grateful to Krishna, very grateful to Mahaprabhu for this wonderful opportunities. We do not deserve it, but still we had been chosen by Lord Himself, and these gifts were given to us. Just we have to value this and appreciate this, be very grateful, and take full advantage for ourselves, also help others to understand the value of Krishna Nam Sankirtan, Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtan, and chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, taking full shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his mission. And thus we can be released from our all sorts of miseries, and be eligible for going back, along with the highest gift, Krishna love, Prem. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class. You mentioned the actual Kali Yuga problems, and after that you gave the solution too. And by quoting these verses from 11th canto, we got a clear picture of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's importance in our Kali Yuga, and how we should take up for this Sankirtan movement and Harinam. Thank you so much, Mataji, for such a detailed explanation. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, if you have any questions or comments or realizations, you can please go ahead and please turn on your cameras if possible. Thank you. Sridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Srimati. Dear Savitri Mataji,
Hare
please
Krishna.
my most humble obeisances. All glories to Srila
So
Prabhupada.
my humble obeisances, all goes to Srila Prabhupada.
All glories to Bhakti Charu Maharaj. All glories
Devotees.
to Bhakti Maharaj. Jai. What a
Jai,
beautiful,
Marathi,
wonderful
Jai.
class. So many valuable gems of spiritual wisdom, spiritual realization, and spiritual knowledge. We are so grateful for this very in-depth class that you have given, Mataji. Right in the beginning, I was struck by this sentence which you said. You said, in this age of Kali, to be sinful is very easy. In fact, it is considered normal. But to become honest, to be, pious, to be a devotee is actually difficult. And I wanted to ask you this question. When Kali Yuga is designed for all sinful people, to have a good time and do whatever they like, so-called good time, and it is so difficult for pious people to survive, what is to be done for those who want to really follow this process and make their life successful? Because as you rightly said, it's a very difficult age. Everywhere, even devotees in our movement, we see they are, they're also affected by this Kali trends. So what is to be done in such a situation? How can the devotee still continue to progress? Is my humble question.
Yes, solution is also there. 5 things. Mahaprabhu said A, B, C, D, D. Association of the devotees, elevated, who will inspire you to take up the devotional process very seriously as a life's mission, life and death situation. Kind of. B, books, means Shastra, like Gita, Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are enough. C, chanting of the holy name, A, B, C. D, deity worship. In the deity form or photo form, daily worship is required. Simple worship even, because we must offer bhogas, eatables to Lord before eating. Simple, little water, little flower as a patram pushpam palam toyam, just with bhakti. We must worship deity and live in dham. D, final D, A, B, C, D, D. Living in dham also, understanding living dham means consciousness. Why do people live in dham? Because it is easy to remember Krishna. When you're in the Vrindavan, it is easy to remember Krishna all the time. When you're in the Jagannath Puri, it's easy to remember Jagannath Mahaprabhu. When you live in Navadvip. So if in any part of the world you live, but always thinking of Krishna, that your house is dham, as good as dham. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur also says, Jedin grihete bhajana dekhi, grihete golok bhayo. Golok dham appears in that house in which the devotee, a pure-hearted devotee, pure-minded, with pure consciousness, whose words are pure, whose thoughts are pure, whose deeds are pure, honest, truthful, submissive, and surrendered devotee, when they perform bhajan in that house, dham descend. So we have to make our life also, the heart is also known as dham, because Krishna resides here. So this heart is also dham. But in the conditioned state means all the dirty things are there and Krishna is in the corner somewhere suppressed. So that's why we have to clean our house. Give Krishna space. Nicely, please, with Srimati Radharani, you reside in the lotus feet of my heart. Heart is also a dham. Making the heart is a suitable dham, so Krishna will never leave the heart. So these are the 5 processes. Main is we have to push in that side, not this side. But we are, because of the influence of Kali, also sometimes we indulge. Okay, let me have a little free time from devotional thoughts, thinking of Krishna. This. Let me watch some movie. Yeah, it's so for preaching purpose. Yeah, some mundane. No, absolutely no. It's life's mission. Time is very short. Anytime this body can be taken away. I have not attained my goal yet. Remember, at the time of death, Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, Antakalecho mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. So by thinking of Krishna, I have to give up this body. Knowingly give up this body by thinking. Also Bhagavatam says, Ante Narayana Smriti. At the time of death, this is a success of life if we are able to think of Narayan at the last moment. So if we are not trying to remember Krishna moment by moment, any moment can be my last moment. So determination is required and very good bond with the devotees are very important for us. All devotees come together, discuss either online or in person, or go anywhere. Means also reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we get the association of Mahaprabhu, means Krishna, our Srila Prabhupada, Gita, Arjun, Srila Prabhupada, we abundantly get the association of Srila Prabhupada when you read the purpose, scripture, with the goal that how can I implement? Just passive reading, passive hearing is not very helpful. Ritualistic. Oh yeah, yes, 16 more rounds are done. Reading portion is done. This portion is done. Check, done. I'm now free. This mentality comes again. Educate the mind. No, it's not. So Kali is trying to get inside all the time because we are in that influence. So at the same time, we have to also increase our devotion to drive away the influence of Kali, influence of Maya in the association. Praying to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, crying for his help, crying for his needs. Only.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Very beautiful answer. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, I just have a simple question. For suppose if somebody says, I don't have time for all this, I'm so busy with my work and family and everything. So what should we say to them and how to bring them to Krishna consciousness, Mataji?
Yeah, Krishna in Gita says, surrender means what? In 12th chapter, at some point means we have to understand what is my goal of life. That's for sure. We cannot force, we can say, we can inspire, but cannot force. Even we cannot force our children.
Yeah.
What to force? Our relatives, what to say others. Okay, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12, 8, Krishna says very beautifully, what is the process of surrender in 12th chapter. Mayeva mana adatsva, mayi buddhim niveshaya, viversishasi mayeva, ata udvam na samshaya. Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. This is the platform of surrender. A pure devotee's state of consciousness is this. Mind and intelligence are already sold out to Krishna. Why intelligence must be surrendered? Because otherwise we cannot surrender our mind. Intelligence is the mother. So mind is the child. Mother says, do it, so the child does. So at this point, we generally do not understand that intelligence must be surrendered in the mind. Just like we have some illness, we know I cannot tackle it. Where is doctor? We go to the doctor and we surrender ourselves. We surrender our buddhi and surrender our mind. Whatever doctor you say, you prescribe, I'm ready to do it. Similar situation. So in the purport, Prabhupada says beautifully, but then Krishna says, if it is not possible for you, then do it. 9 he says, my dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me, Krishna says. Purports are very beautiful. So Krishna is giving that. Try to attain me, means ichha. At least develop the desire. That is also a devotional service. How can I please Krishna? How can I attain Krishna? How can I achieve union with Krishna? How can I unite myself, my life can be united with Krishna? How can I get his shelter? Thinking of this also a devotional service, although they are not on full-fledged practicing this. 10. Even if you are not able to do that, then you do this. If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. Krishna says, if you cannot engage your mind, you cannot engage your intelligence to me, then try to attain me. It means have the desire to attain me. If you even cannot do that for me, then try to work for me. Means you don't have to change your work. Do your whatever work. Have this thought, I'm doing this. This is also a bhakti. Krishna is seen. Krishna is so kind. He's accepting as bhakti. This is bhakti yoga, right? 12th chapter is bhakti yoga. All about bhakti. So if you cannot do this, do that. Then if you cannot do this, please try to work for me. Because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. So this is the third option. Okay, if even it is not possible, then what to do? 11. Then Krishna says, if however you are unable to work in this consciousness that I'm doing everything for Krishna, internally, think of. If however you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up the results of your work and try to be self-situated. After that, he did not say anything. This is the final. Means if you cannot have this mentality, work for me, then try not to desire the fruits of your result. Sarva karma phala yagam. This much, because the phal akanksha means desire for the fruits of my labor will bind us, is binding us into the cycle of birth and death very tightly. So give up that desire. Can you do that? And be self-situated. I'm soul and I don't need these things. I need Krishna. At least, can you do that? Just like a little child. Doesn't need anything but mother. Mother's lap. Mother's embrace. No one else. So we have to come up to this point. So when you discuss anyone, the simple way Mahaprabhu taught us, this is the Gita. Mahaprabhu taught us, if you cannot do it, just chant one round. Can you do that? Okay, half a round. Okay, without mala. You don't have to put tilak on or kantimala or give up, eating habits. Don't have to do anything. Mahaprabhu's process. Don't have to change anything. Can you add something in your life? What is that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Few times can you do that? A holy name is so powerful that holy name, when it enters into the heart, makes its own place. Gradually destroying the sinful tendencies. The holy name inspires to take up more the pure life. It may take many lifetimes, but start like that chanting. Valmiki Muni was what? Ratnakar, right? And Narada Muni said, say Ram. Can you say Ram? Yeah. Can you say Ma? Yeah. Now say Ram. I cannot pronounce. Can you say Mara? Because Mara means dead. Dead animals or dead tree, anything. What is this tree? Dead tree. He showed dead tree. Mara. Mrita, Mara. Okay, chant Mara. Yeah, easily I can do that. Mara. So reverse. Ni. Mara. Chant Mara. 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 So holiness, if it enters into the heart, it shows power. So we have to inspire a person to take up at least the holy name. And then prasadam sometimes. Some other. So as our Prabhupada also gave us the process. But do not force anyone. Then there will be no chance at all. Not work. Give little small books, some prasad, some picture of Krishna, Mahaprabhu, some holy name card, like that. Gradually, when you see the person becomes more and more receptive, hungry, then you. Right.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah. Thank you so much. Very nice tips. Thank you. Dear devotees, any questions or comments? Mataji, I don't see anybody hand raised. So thank you so much, Mataji, once again for your such a wonderful class.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर आनंद, हरि हरि बोल, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Look forward for your more classes, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Good night. Bye bye.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.